No vídeo de hoje teremos uma dinâmica um pouco diferente. Iremos entrevistar GABE, um americano de 31 anos que há 4 anos viaja pelo mundo como voluntariado usando a Worldpackers. When I started 2 years ago, I don't have any mic. It's so bad quality.
Yeah.
Even have some views. I think.
I mean, you see everyone holding them like here now.
Yeah.
And it's not as good, but at least they're holding them. At least they have microphones.
Normally, I think everyone take this one because Rook only for my view. I listen to so many persons and people's maybe giving tips for this. If you record this way, is so I don't know.
I think it just looks like a news reporter. That's why people like it. But it's not as good because here the microphone stays stable in the same spot. So if you need to adjust volume in editing, it's easier. If you're holding it like this, you can be here and then it's quieter, and you're right. It's not good. So that's good.
No. I don't know why, but I like this one.
It looks like a surfing necklace.
The first one is why are you starting traveling with Worldpackers?
I started traveling with Worldpackers because I wanted to travel, because I felt like I needed something that would push me a little bit. I was very scared to travel by myself outside the US, and I knew I didn't want to do backpacking, like the traditional, because I had friends who did that, and it seemed very much like it was like, oh, they would just go places, and then, I don't know, I'm the type of person who I want a purpose. I want to feel like I'm making a difference, I'm doing something. And Worldpackers was really cool because, one, it is more affordable, so you're saving money, but also you're interacting with people, you're living in a community, you're meeting other travelers, and you are really making a difference, either with a business or someone's personal life, or actually helping, a charity or something like that.
It's almost what I say. I'm looking for some persons for talking also. It's more easily it's more cheaper, of course. I think my main reason is because cheaper. If I need to show something,
a lot of people,
But my second reason is because it's exactly like you. Exactly this. This is my question. This is my question, but because I think is a lot of Brazilians thinking the same. Who you see Brazilians? What do you think about this? What do you think about Brazilians? What do you imagine there when you think, this is a Brazilian?
I mean, I think the stereotype Brazilian first thing, right, is like big, voluptuous, beautiful women. That's like the first thing, because there's the Brazilian butt lift and all the different things. Soccer is the other big thing, right?
Of course.
There's the movie Rio. Have you seen
Rio? Really?
Have you seen that one? The animated one, the birds.
I think if I don't translate it, not everyone understand what we say, because it is a random movie. But I think it's more famous outside Brazil than
probably,
Brazil.
The animated bird movie, right? Yeah. But what have I learned, I guess, also about Brazilians? Because I've met a few people from Brazil. And so what I've learned a little bit is ketchup and mayonnaise on pizza.
Of course, no. Well, I know what it is.
It's very good. I'll admit, it's very good. I was
okay, but it is a stranger or no?
It was strange at first. I was like, what the heck? But then I tried it, and you guys are onto something. It's very good.
In American, he takes this?
No.
It's so basic thing. I think it is.
America, it's ranch. We put ranch on pizza.
What?
Ranch. It's an American salad dressing. It's like creamy little,
Yes, different.
But I will say, ketchup and mayonnaise, really good on pizza. So, what else do I know? You guys eat a lot of meat, right? Or is that just Argentina?
I think it's. But I think USA also, no?
Yeah, I guess about the same, maybe. Similar.
I know some persons about the Asian, almost no wheat, nothing. It is, I don't know, I remember, you're vegetarian.
I'm vegetarian, so that's why I am talking about
in Brazilian, as almost impossible, if you don't eat something together, meat, you don't have food. There's no food. There's food only if you have protein and carbo, of rice, or rice, beans, and pasta, but if you don't have food, you don't have if you don't have meat, there's no food enough. So it's basically this. USA know this way.
I mean, it is kind of very, very meat-based diet.
But more?
I don't know. I think I always would think Brazil would be more, but because I that's what I see when I go to Brazilian restaurants.
Yes.
Like there always is just a lot of meat.
Yes, yes.
But maybe not. I don't know.
But this thing I say for you, for Brazil, almost everyone.
Yeah.
If you don't have meat, no food enough.
Yeah.
Americans thinking this way.
Yeah, a lot of times. It depends where in America. In the middle of America, they think you need to eat a cow every meal, sort of thing. But it depends. In bigger cities, people are more open to vegetarian stuff like that. But I would say overall, people have a very positive view of Brazilians from the U.S.
This question is a little bit my friend also. Are you living? I was asking to you a little bit from this, but not exactly this question.
Yeah.
Are you living 100% from your earnings online, or yet no?
No. I am living off of my savings mostly, I would say.
Most savings.
I would say maybe like 30% is coming from my earnings online, and then probably like 70% from my savings. And it varies from month to month. If I'm spending more, then I need to pull more from savings.
Okay.
But I mean, being fully transparent, I think there are a lot of people who say they're living 100% off their earnings as a creator, as whatever. And a lot of them have savings.
Yes. Now, clearly, I ask you when I know you've trained for 4 years. I question to you so many things: what you're working, what you eat better.
Yeah.
And you don't have sir because you have savings. Like me,
I mean, it's a privilege. I'm very lucky that I had the chance to save up money and be able to travel like this, because otherwise I mean, it's very, I don't know how many people could jump into being a creator or something online fully without a savings.
I think it's almost impossible.
Yeah.
For example, what I say for you, I go for London, and if I don't go for, I started this travel without savings almost. But 3 years ago. But in 3 months, I don't have enough anymore.
Yeah, I know.
So I need to stop at this travel and go for London. Example, when I go for London, I have 50 pounds.
I know, that's crazy.
All my savings, 50 pounds, all my savings. And I know it's no good.
And then you had negative too, you told me after the fire.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But this for a second time.
Oh, the second time.
The second time because I go and come back.
Gotcha.
The second time, and I already have friends there. I already have a contact. So
a bit more step.
My best friends now is because this fire.
Yeah. Oh, really? They helped you.
Yes, exactly. It helped me that time, and because this until today is my best friend.
Yeah.
Now I have one question different to say here. This is my question also. Example, you stay a long time in YouTube.
Yeah.
What do you think you don't have 100,000 followers?
Why do I not?
Why you think is you need change yourself maybe for this? Because this is my question. Because I think so good your content. I think in quality and equipment and in story, everything. I don't know.
It's not why am I not more popular? Essentially.
Let's say again. I don't know.
The question is why is my channel not bigger?
Yes. Because if you watch our channel, I tell to you this. It is my question, question. I watching some videos, some random persons in Brazil, so strange, some basic videos, and she have 100 followers in 6 months. I cannot understand. I watching videos her. I need to find some secret here because no have means this one.
I think the reason is I think my channel, I mean, not to like pat myself on the back, but my channel is a very good example of spending too much time maybe on quality, and because I think my videos are pretty good quality usually.
Yes,
maybe
I know this.
Maybe they are too good quality in the sense that I'm spending too much time, editing stuff and cutting things to be perfect versus just putting the video out, because like you said, there are people who are a lot more successful who put out videos and people generally don't care. So I think it's trying to find that balance, because then you go the extreme other way and you're just putting out garbage, and that's also not going to work. But you're putting out really fast.
Few days I put like this something that I don't like it video. I put only because I propose myself. I put the videos 1 week. That week I cannot stop before this. I put some garbage.
Every day,
I think this way. And
I mean, it's definitely a helpful exercise to try to do that. And I think it's everyone's own challenge. I'm a perfectionist. I'm always going to try to make everything the most polished thing. But I'm learning, okay, I need to just put videos out sometimes. Because a video that is published is better than a video that's not.
Yes.
If you publish it, you learn from it. people comment, maybe they say hateful things. Oh, you suck at making videos, but you learn. You go, okay.
Yeah, who I say for you, my best video, the last channel, I already lost it because access lost it.
Yeah.
I've only haters.
Yeah.
Only haters. Everyone.
Yeah.
Maybe 90% haters.
Yeah.
So
I mean, if you have haters, that means at least people are paying attention.
Yes.
So Donald Trump theory. The only thing I think he's right about.
Yes. You say you cannot say no about Trump because
no,
you
not
lost your passport.
To the next question. Yeah. Actually, no, he's a great leader.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what's...
These are not cut. You say for me, you don't use ours Worldpackers.
No.
If you don't find exactly what you want, you don't book in this. You only if you find. So,
yeah.
And example, give me maybe 2 examples. Your more expensive bills. Is it is accommodation? So, or I have another one. Maybe transport, maybe ticket.
Usually it's, I mean,
food.
Usually I try to. I mean, I am very picky about my Worldpackers. But that doesn't mean I don't do Worldpackers. If in Europe, especially because the cost to travel or to stay places is much higher, I will basically just let Worldpackers dictate where I go. You know, so I'm like, okay, I want to really find a good place. Oh, it's in Sweden. Okay, I guess I'm going to Sweden. Is what that's how I do it more. It's more like you can either be very picky about where you go with Worldpackers. And in that case, you have to be open to do whatever, right? Okay, I guess I'm washing dishes, right? Or, okay, I guess I'm walking dogs, right? Like that's, you just have to...
Worldpackers I have also.
Yeah, I mean, they can be, there's so many things. But if you're like, I want to go to Paris, France, then you're going to have to be open to whatever options are there. If you want to do a specific task, then you have to be open to wherever that might be, right?
Okay, but you already did some Worldpackers know exactly because this you're doing now is only online working, so videos or media, social media like this.
Yeah,
you already did some Worldpackers different.
I have mostly done stuff that is photography, social media, making videos, marketing related, because that's what I felt, you know, my skills are best used for. I'm also traveling with like a whole Pelican case full of gear. So I'm like, why am I carrying this around if I'm not going to use it, right? So I usually just try to stress that with the people who I'm setting the agreement with. But, you know, I'm always open to, like my first exchange was at a youth hostel kind of like co-living place in Switzerland. They were doing a lot of renovations. I was fine painting stuff, you know, cleaning stuff.
Example.
So I'm not picky, but...
Yes, better. This is a better question. How more example? How more long time you stay and pay for accommodation? More expensive, possible.
What's the most expensive?
Yes, most expensive
that I've paid. Gosh, probably in. I'm thinking it has to be Switzerland.
Switzerland,
very expensive, or London, and
London,
like, and those were times where I was like, I wanted to go to a specific spot. I think Switzerland, I think I paid like $400. I've stayed in an Airbnb for 3 days.
For 3 days, $400.
It was very expensive.
It's almost my double baggage for
that was the first year I started traveling. So I felt like I had a lot of money saved up. I was like, ooh, let's go. And then I was like,
I'm rich the next year. I'm so famous YouTuber.
I was like, okay.
I take off my videos.
Yeah. Then I started to get a little more budget. Also, it definitely affected me traveling in Southeast Asia and then going back to Europe, because you see, oh, I stayed for a whole week what I pay one night in this other country.
Okay.
So it's, I would say, accommodation usually is the highest cost other than flights. So my strategy always... Yes, so my strategy usually would be like, go to a country, stay at a Worldpackers place for 3 weeks to a month. After that, travel around that country a bit for about a week, doing either hostels or Airbnbs or whatever, and then go to another country.
I think I will do the same question now. 2 questions, but I make this soon at the same time.
Okay.
Because they're similar questions.
Okay.
Which is the worst experience and voluntary is your best?
Okay.
There's 2 questions. The worst and the best experience in Worldpackers.
Now, my best would be Costa Rica. I
Costa
think.
Rica?
Yeah, I mean, Costa Rica or Sweden, those two really good experiences I had.
Sweden also.
The only reason I would say Costa Rica is because I did a work exchange there with this couple that they were starting this finca, a little farm, like eco co-living place, and I just really like I vibed with them, and they were really
Yeah,
really nice, genuine
and I
people.
think it's so beautiful place also.
It's a very beautiful place, but I really think it matters about the host, and they are the type of people. They also really appreciated the work I did. They actually brought me back and paid me to come
Paid you?
back. Yeah,
For paying Worldpackers?
no, second time. First time I paid them because it was a volunteer paid like I was paying like $10 a day to volunteer.
For volunteer,
But that included food. But then second time they actually were like, we want you to come back and make our marketing video. So they paid me like $2,000 to come back and make them a video. So I think that's a little biased, but they were really nice people, and I think ultimately that's the point of Worldpackers. Like, yes, it's great to travel and see the world, right? That's kind of the point of
Yeah.
Worldpackers. But I think ultimately the lasting thing that I will remember is the exchanges, and it's going to a place where the people actually care about you. Like one more story in London, I went and did an exchange, or not in London, in England in the south at an inn, and the owners were very distant. They were these posh two guys. They didn't really pay attention to the volunteers, but the local management that was working there, they cared about our experience, and so like they would invite us over to their house for a party on a Friday night, and they'd say, hey, we're going to a Christmas market, do you guys want to come? And that's what made the experience fun.
Yes.
So I think really if you're doing work exchanges and you're wanting to do it, try to sense out, are the people that I'm going to be living with and living around, do they actually have an interest in me having a good experience, or are they just trying to get cheap workers? Because
Yes, I know this.
Yeah.
I talk my mouth about this,
Yeah.
about cheaper workers.
yeah.
I think I really like this idea, Worldpackers.
Yeah,
So,
I think it's a really great way to travel cheaply, but the added benefit is you get to have some really cool experiences, meet some cool people,
yes.
cultural. Worst? It's hard because the worst experiences have come really when I was traveling by myself. And like I told you, like one time I had a run-in with
But no,
Vietnamese police and stuff like that.
So no, exactly Worldpackers, but
I really haven't had a bad experience with Worldpackers because I've also been very like careful with, the one thing I require is I want to talk to the person on either WhatsApp via video call or just like on the phone. Because I just want to.
So you don't have anyone so bad, so.
Not really. I mean, they all are at first, I'm the type of person who likes my comfort. So I show up and they all sometimes I'm like, oh my gosh. Maybe I guess Ecuador was probably that one was a little like, it wasn't bad, but I showed up and the place was very much a mess. Like the volunteer house, it had been abandoned for like a year or two. There were spiders living in every place. It needed a lot of attention.
Okay.
And it was a bit like, oh my gosh.
I think in Brazil have more. If you go for Brazil, have more this.
Yeah.
Every my experiences here in Europe has 10 times better accommodations.
100% that is the thing.
Accommodations in Brazil.
Coming from the US, going places is hard.
I don't know if you understand this expression right now. I use my friends.
Yeah.
As in Brazil look like the room, the Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Look like a room Harry Potter.
Okay, yeah.
Harry Potter room.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yes.
Yeah.
So this.
No, I think that's true. Coming from the US and going to other countries, you have to be, or from Europe even, you're going from places where the standard is very high.
Yes.
And so you have to be open. And I think it was good for me to learn that, hey, look, these are people living perfectly normal lives.
Yes.
Different lifestyles. And they're happy, they're fine. So I can be okay.
So you don't have so bad breaks. You have maybe only messy places, but
yeah,
no
a little
bad.
Messy. Gosh, I can't think of anything that was truly bad. It maybe in the moment seemed very bad and very stressful to me because it was something new, and like in the end, it's like that's just a good story to tell.
All better for cut and finish videos.
How do you cut and finish them?
Yes.
I mean, you just say...
No. Just bye, you can finish next video.
I usually go like, all right, guys, that's it. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you are still watching, click like, subscribe, comment down below. Peace out. Have a nice day.
Okay, I use this one for myself. Okay. You say you make it better for me, so I use this one.